Some people say that Kate Middleton is a nice and warm person, especially around kids. During her lifetime, she has been to a lot of hospitals and loved spending time with kids who are bravely going through some of the hardest times in their lives. Without knowing everything that was going to happen, she could not have been ready for this. As soon as they said goodbye, a young child whose trip was almost over joined them. And then Kate Middleton showed up. The way she answered was so sincere and moving that it made me think of a scene from a Hollywood movie. Let's look into what happened, shall we? Since the start of her work as a member of the British royal family, Kate Middleton has made it clear that one of her main goals is to help children. In spite of this, she didn't know at the time that many years later she would have an experience that she would never forget. But before we talk about how Kate felt when she learned that a child's journey was coming to an end, let's take a closer look at the things she has done to help kids with serious health problems. Almost right away after getting married to Prince William in 2011, Kate started working as a pediatric nurse. As Duchess of Cambridge, she could speak out for causes that were important to her. Children's safety and well-being were at the top of her list of concerns. One of her first trips was to the Royal Marsden Hospital in London, which is thought to be one of the best places for kids and teens with cancer to get treatment. At that meeting, Kate promised to care for children's health in public for the first time. This made the event very important. During the time that these guests were in town, Kate did not merely observe. In order to show that she was genuinely concerned about what the children were going through, she would sit down with them and listen to their experiences. The encounter with a real princess was a welcome reprieve from the difficult battles that they were engaged in. Kate's ability to get down on her knees and be at eye level with the children was something that they enjoyed. They had a sense of calm as a result. The children who were going through a lot were able to have pleasant times because she would ask them what they loved. She would really listen to them, and she would even participate on activities. She went to Alderhay Children's Hospital and spent time with children who were receiving medical treatment, and it was one of these heartwarming moments that she experienced. During this journey, she had a number of treasured experiences, one of which was the encounter with a young girl who was deeply devoted to Disney princesses. Despite the fact that this young child was going through a difficult period, Kate's genuine friendliness and pleasure in listening to her stories about her favorite characters caused her to grin broadly. During these private times, Kate revealed her true personality. She was not merely a figure of royalty. Rather, she was a compassionate individual who genuinely cared about the children she came into contact with. During these early meetings, not only did the young patients undergo transformations, but Kate also underwent a transformation. The fact that they were able to connect with someone like Kate made them feel happy and encouraged, as many of these children were going through lengthy and difficult battles. When their children were undergoing difficult treatments, the parents of those children frequently expressed how essential these visits were to their children and how they provided their children with something to look forward to. It meant that Kate was thinking about them and supporting them, and that they were not battling alone. This was a significant message for these children. As Kate increased the frequency with which she visited hospitals and children, she began to develop long-lasting relationships with both groups, which made the most recent occurrences even more distressing. The fact that she went to the same hospitals and charitable organizations over and over again demonstrated that her devotion was not a fleeting fad. Rather, it was something that she would continue to do for the rest of her life. In order for Kate to bring about a genuine change, she was aware that she needed to gain the confidence of the families, children, and medical professionals that she encountered. Maintaining her involvement with the organizations that she funded was a significant step that she took in order to win this trust. An illustration of this would be the fact that in 2012, she was appointed the Royal Patron of East Anglia's Children's Hospices, EHH. Each is a charitable organization that seeks to assist families of children who are coping with life-threatening illnesses. Kate was a very active supporter. She frequently attended charity events, went to their facilities, and spent meaningful time with the individuals that they assisted. Whenever Kate went to see each, she would frequently spend hours listening to the parents talk about the challenges they were facing and how the hospice services had assisted them. In addition to delivering words of encouragement and relief, she listened attentively and appeared to have genuine comprehension. The realization that someone as significant as Kate genuinely cared about the issues that these families were facing gave them a sense of being seen, supported, and understood. In addition to her work with EACH, Kate has established close links with other children's hospitals, such as Evelina London Children's Hospital, where she became a patron in 2018. EACH is among the hospitals that she has worked with. In the course of her visits to Evelina, she has demonstrated that she is concerned about both the patients and the medical personnel. She has gained knowledge about the job that the hospital does, including the innovative therapies that it offers and the challenges that it has when caring for children who are in critical condition. Next, Kate encountered a group of young patients who were participating in a creative arts treatment program when she went to see Evelina. These patients were all younger than Kate. This program that helps children talk about their feelings and deal with illness through the use of art and music was something that Kate was really interested in being a part of. She went so far as to join the children in their painting session, praising their creative abilities and encouraging them to continue expressing themselves through the medium of art. Through her participation, she demonstrated to the children that the creative work they had produced was valued and respected. The way that Kate communicates with the medical professionals is another indication of the trust that she has established with these establishments. Throughout her career, she has maintained a deep appreciation for the work that they perform, and she frequently takes the time to discuss the challenges that they encounter with medical professionals, nurses, and other healthcare workers. Through her genuine interest in the work that they do, she has been able to cultivate strong ties with members of the medical community. As a result of this, she has become a reliable ally in the effort to enhance the health of children. People have taken notice of Kate's commitment to visiting sick children and assisting the families of those children. Over the years, she has been a source of encouragement and goodwill for a great number of people. During her trips, a great number of children and families, particularly those whose children are terminally ill, have reported feeling better. Whenever Kate Middleton makes an appearance, even if it's just for a few periods, the world appears to have a little bit more light in it. As the Princess of Wales, Kate has demonstrated a tremendous amount of sympathy for children who are suffering from life-threatening illnesses by traveling to hospitals and hospices. Her role as the royal patron of East Anglia's children's hospices can be considered one of the most important professions she has ever held. In addition to continuing to assist children and their families, she has been a part of EACH for a considerable amount of time. A letter that Kate composed from the bottom of her heart was sent out during Children's Hospice Week in June 2023. In the letter, she expressed her gratitude to those who provide care for children who are gravely ill and reiterated her dedication to the cause. At the Evelina London Children's Hospital, where she has been a patron since 2018, she made another visit that stood out as particularly memorable. Evelina's brand new day surgical section was officially opened for business by Kate in December of 2023. She had the opportunity to meet some of the first young patients to receive treatment at the new unit when she was there. One of them was Chloe, and the other was Ella. She expressed her concern for the children and their families by talking to them and offering words of support and relief. It was obvious that she cared about them. In order to avoid the attention of the media, Kate has made both public appearances and private visits to hospitals. The majority of the time, she has avoided the media. As part of the celebrations for the Platinum Jubilee of the late Queen Elizabeth II, which took place in June 2022, Kate traveled to a hospital to see patients by herself. What a wonderful illustration of this is this. These private and peaceful visits demonstrate how much Kate cares about the well-being and happiness of children who are suffering from serious illnesses. She exceeds the requirements of her royal duties in order to bring solace and happiness to those who are in the greatest need of it. On the other hand, it is not only about making the children feel better. Additionally, Kate contributes a lot of effort to assisting parents and caregivers who are going through some of the most difficult moments in their lives. She makes it a point to sit down with her parents whenever she visits the hospital so that she may listen to their experiences and offer them words of encouragement and comfort. Knowing that someone as significant as Kate is genuinely concerned about the issues that they are facing is quite beneficial for a great number of these families. For example, when Kate went to see Evelina London, she understood the anxiety that parents experience when their children are ready to undergo hospitalization for surgical procedures. She engaged in a candid conversation with a family in the pre-op area, during which she shared with them her personal experiences as a mother and explained how she could relate to their concerns. This kind of sensitivity is something that Kate consistently demonstrates. which makes her visits even more significant. Through her involvement with organizations like As Each, Kate demonstrates that she is truly committed to assisting families on a more extensive scale. Through her advocacy for improved medical care and resources for family members of very ill children, she contributes to the provision of the necessary support that these families require during difficult times. With the work that she conducts for these causes on a daily basis, she has made a significant impact on the lives of a great number of families in the United Kingdom. The fact that the Princess of Wales is a decent person is the reason why these children have such a strong affection for her. The moment she enters their room, it is difficult to properly understand how they must feel with her presence. Due to the fact that she has a genuine concern for other people, it is important that we discuss the further actions that she takes to assist these children and other individuals who are in need. Throughout her life, Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has been a staunch advocate for the well-being of children. Through the use of her popularity, she has contributed to charitable organizations that are working to enhance the health of young patients, particularly those who are suffering from serious or life-threatening illnesses. She is not merely supporting causes for the sake of publicity. Rather, she is actively involved with them in the hopes of drawing the attention that is so desperately needed to significant issues and encouraging others to assist. One of the most significant obligations that Kate is responsible for is her role as patron of East Anglia's children's hospices, which she has held from the year 2012. By providing children with life-threatening illnesses with immediate medical attention, each is able to assist not just the children, but also their families. There is more that Kate does for each than simply attending large-scale fundraising events. In addition, she visits hospices on her own time in order to demonstrate her concern for the patients and their families by spending some quality time with them. In addition to each, Kate has participated in a wide variety of other programs that aim to enhance the quality of care provided to young patients. As an illustration, she initiated a nursing campaign at Evelina London Children's Hospital in the year 2018, with the purpose of drawing attention to the significant role that children's nurses play in providing compassionate care to children. This initiative was a component of a larger effort to enhance the standard of care that is provided to children, and to ensure that nurses receive the recognition and assistance that they are due for the significant work that they perform. As a result of Kate's dedication to the well-being of children, the lives of a great number of youngsters have been enhanced, which demonstrates that her allegiance is genuine and will endure. In the course of her philanthropic activities, Kate Middleton contributes to research that focuses on the health of children. It is very important to her that early intervention and preventative measures be implemented in areas such as mental health and emotional well-being care. Through her work with organizations such as Place 2B and the Anna Freud Center, Kate has been working to gain a deeper understanding of the reasons why children and adolescents struggle with mental health issues, and to advocate for improved support systems in schools and families. The provision of early assistance is a significant component of her long-term goal to enhance the health and well-being of all children in the United Kingdom. The impact that Kate has, on the other hand, extends far beyond the organizations that she is involved with. Due to the fact that she is a member of the royal family, she is a powerful advocate for issues concerning the health of children on both a national and worldwide level. Through her platform, she is able to communicate with a large number of people, and she has consistently utilized it to emphasize how vital it is to provide assistance to programs that assist children who are struggling with health issues. When it comes to advocating for causes, she gives speeches in public and participates in events. In December 2023, for instance, Kate delivered a lecture at Evelina London Children's Hospital, in which she discussed the significance of providing compassionate care to sick children and the ways in which hospitals play a significant role in assisting families struggling through difficult times. As a result of her public statements on these issues, Kate ensures that the discussion over the health of children remains at the forefront of the public discourse. Additionally, Kate makes use of her social media platforms in order to draw additional attention to the subjects that she advocates for. She frequently shares on the official Kensington Palace account's information about her work with organizations that focus on the health of children, which contributes to the dissemination of information all around the world. In the year 2023, during Children's Hospice Week, Kate delivered a meaningful message of support to the individuals who work in hospice care. She expressed her gratitude to them for their unshakable dedication and called attention to the significant work that they undertake for children who are suffering from terrible illnesses. It is clear that Kate Middleton is particularly concerned with the well-being and contentment of children, as seen by the fact that she is participating in initiatives like as the Back to Nature Garden project at the 2019 Chelsea Flower Show. The purpose of this garden was to encourage children to spend time outside and connect with nature. It also served to bring attention to the connection that exists between the environment and the health of children. By establishing a connection between young people's physical and emotional health and the natural world, Kate has contributed to the ongoing discussion regarding how to truly promote the health of young people as a whole. As a result of her tireless efforts, Kate Middleton has emerged as a powerful advocate for the health of children. Her efforts have not only directly benefited a great number of children and families, but they have also inspired other individuals to become involved in the vital causes that she has been working on. By utilizing her reputation to advocate for improved mental health care, early intervention, and health care, Kate continues to have a significant impact on the lives of children located in the United Kingdom, as well as in other parts of the world. One of the most heartbreaking and significant aspects of her journey comes in the form of an unforgettable experience she had with a youngster who was hospitalized. You are going to experience a great deal of melancholy as a result of the words that this child addressed to Kate. However, in order to get a better grasp on how profound this moment is, we need to examine the manner in which Kate typically communicates with young patients. She is committed to making a difference in the lives of the people she encounters, particularly by providing assistance to children who are suffering from illnesses that have the potential to take their lives. And she does this by providing them with these unique moments. During her travels to hospitals and hospices for children, Kate Middleton frequently experiences moments that are unforgettable and leave an impression not only on the children, but also on their families for a considerable amount of time. These instances demonstrate how much she cares for the people who are suffering from serious illnesses, and how dedicated she is to bring about a change in their life. The Great Ormond Street Hospital, GOSH, was where Kate first encountered Raphael Chana, who was 4 years old at the time. It turned out to be a wonderful gathering. While all was going on, Kate was carrying Prince Louis at the time. Raphael and his family were experiencing a great deal of anxiety as a result of the fact that he needed heart surgery. The very fact that Kate was there helped Raphael feel better, despite the fact that he was in a miserable state. While they were having a pleasant conversation, Kate inquired about Raphael's preferred cuisines and encouraged him to proceed with his journey. The patient manner in which she approached the situation not only helped Raphael feel better, but it also helped his family feel more at ease. They later expressed their gratitude to her for her visit. The encounter between Kate and young James Wheeler at the Ronald McDonald House, which is located close to GOSH, was yet another heartwarming event. James was fortunate enough to be receiving treatment for a rare condition, so he was looking forward to seeing the Duchess. It was his pleasure to conduct a tour of the facilities for her. Because of Kate's genuine concern for James's well-being and her cordial interactions with both James and his family, she left an impression that will remain for a long time. After the occasion, the Wheeler family expressed that Kate's visit had provided them with the much-needed comfort they required during a difficult time, which made it an event that they will never forget. During the year 2021, Kate Middleton made a covert visit to the Shooting Star Children's Hospice, where she spent time with children who were receiving care for their final journey through life. After spending some time with Emily, a young girl who was in a critical condition and on the verge of passing away, Kate experienced a profoundly moving moment during her visit. The girl and her family were able to relax and feel at ease as a result of Kate's gentle and affectionate manner of speaking to Emily and reading her books. Afterwards, Emily's parents discussed how much the visit meant to them and how it assisted them in feeling better during a period of time that was quite challenging for them. The people and the media have consistently lauded Kate for the selflessness and sincerity with which she conducted herself during her visits. A great number of people look up to her and respect her because she is so concerned about the children and their families, and she makes a concerted effort to assist them. During the year 2018, The media discussed how Kate's interactions with the young patients at Great Ormond Street Hospital helped them feel better. This was in response to her visit to the hospital. A great number of individuals stated that she was wonderful with children, and that her love and kindness helped them feel at peace, despite the fact that they were going through difficult times. In addition, a great number of individuals on social media expressed their admiration for Kate and the manner in which she handled extremely emotional situations with grace and care. The same can be said about her visit to the Ronald McDonald House, which received a lot of positive feedback. It was reported by several news outlets, such as The Sun, that Kate's warm and welcoming demeanor, as well as her willingness to engage in direct interaction with the children, made her an inspiration to others. There is a lot of chatter in the media about how well Kate gets along with the children and how much she understands how difficult it is for families when a member of the family is ill. The emotional response that many had to Kate Middleton's visit to Shooting Star Children's Hospice, concealed from the public, was incredibly profound. The families later discussed the visit on social media and expressed their gratitude for Kate's support and comfort, despite the fact that the visit was very quiet and did not receive a great deal of attention from the media. People were impressed by these heartfelt words, and they thanked Kate for her unassuming dedication to such a significant cause they felt was vital. It became common knowledge that she is someone who genuinely cares about the health and happiness of children and their families during the most difficult moments of their lives as a result of the stories that demonstrated how her presence made a difference. Even when they are in their final days, children are mostly joyful when Kate visits them, but there is one visit that jumps out as being particularly upsetting. The young girl, Ava Watt, who was 9 years old and suffered from cystic fibrosis, was the person she met at the Great Ormond Street Hospital in London. Despite the fact that she was ill, Ava never lost her cheerful disposition and shared a tender moment with Kate. There was a small teddy bear that she presented to the Duchess of Cambridge, which was most likely a present for Kate's third child, who was due in a few months. How Ava felt about Kate and her spirit was demonstrated by the fact that she did something that was so simple but significant. It became very evident that Kate was a compassionate and kind person, as she spent time with sick children who were unable to leave their beds at the newly constructed Middle Children's Medical Center at the hospital. She left an impression that will last, demonstrating once more how deeply she cares and how reassuring her presence is for people who are in need of it. Her words of kindness and her ability to connect with the children produced an imprint that will last. During her conversations with the young patients, Kate made an effort to offer them support and comfort. Later on, she expressed how inspired she was by the bravery and strength that they displayed, particularly throughout the difficult times that they were going through. The visit, which took place at the same time as the opening of a new wing at the hospital, was linked to the charitable work that Princess Diana, who passed away, had done. The fact that Diana frequently visited hospitals was well known. In contrast to Diana's interactions with the children, Kate's relationships with them were never merely for show. Real moments of connection occurred, which had an impact on everyone for a considerable amount of time. Nevertheless, there is one visit that stands out not only because of the courageous child that she encountered, but also because it caused her to feel a great deal. A child named Laika, who is 7 years old, is the protagonist of this novel. She is battling a rare and terrible kind of cancer that will ultimately result in her death. Her condition was rapidly deteriorating, and the medical professionals were unsure about how much time she had left to live. Laika's final request was to have a conversation with the Princess of Wales. Prior to the passage of time, her family believed that this wish might be granted before it was too late. In spite of the fact that she had fewer public responsibilities, Kate made the decision to grant this incredibly distressing request. As Laika was on the verge of passing away, she went to check on her. After then, there was a brief period of intense feeling. While Laika was in the hospital, Kate was standing outside of her room. The atmosphere was filled with a great deal of energy. The parents of Laika were present to greet their daughter, and each of them was overcome with a mixture of thankfulness and despair. Laika managed to grin at Kate when she saw her, despite the fact that she appeared to be in a weak state. Kate smiled back at her with a warm smile. She knelt down next to Laika's bed and gently took her hand despite the fact that she was kneeling. Kate stated in a later statement that she was so focused on the girl in front of her that she completely forgot about everything else that was going on at that particular moment. They were conversing in a low voice. During their conversation, Kate inquired about Laika's children, while Laika inquired about Kate's preferred toys and interests. It was a poignant reminder of Kate's unwavering generosity and the enormous comfort she offers to people in their final moments, and this meeting, which was very emotional, was a memorable experience. This is a tale that will undoubtedly remain in the memories of those who were able to witness it. Regardless of how straightforward the conversation between Kate and Malik was, the connection that they shared was really profound. During the course of their conversation, Malik's eyes lit up, and for a brief instant, it seemed as though the burden of her illness was completely removed. As the visit was drawing to a close, Kate was able to observe that Malik was beginning to feel exhausted. Bringing herself closer to the girl, she whispered words of comfort to her, assuring her that it was okay to relax at this time and that she had shown a great deal of bravery previously. Kate was the recipient of Malik's final squeeze of her hand as he stared up at her. His mood was tranquil. The final thing she said was a kind, "Thank you for coming, Kate." After that, she closed her eyes and went to sleep. Kate continued to remain with Malik for a short period of time, tears welling up in her eyes. As she discreetly exited the room, her heart was filled with sadness because of what she had witnessed. The room was quite quiet. Outside of the room, Kate took a few paws to collect her thoughts. Clearly, she was moved by the events that had transpired. Despite the fact that the encounter was brief, it had a significant impact on the families of everyone involved, including Kate and Malik. In retrospect, Kate would remark that this was one of the most challenging periods of her life, particularly considering the fact that she has been experiencing health issues as of late. When I think of how profoundly she must have felt throughout that visit, I can't even begin to fathom it. Her ability to show compassion and perseverance in the face of such a devastating loss is truly remarkable. Do you believe Kate experienced any feelings after she saw him? When it comes to the emotional toll that it must have taken on her and her family, it is difficult to truly comprehend. Could you kindly share your thoughts with me in the comments section?